Hello and welcome to the short Vort for Rosh Hashana and Nitzavim. It's the time, the Yemei Hadin. We're going to be judged for life and death. And in Shevii, in Perek Lamed, Pasuk Yates, it says, V'acharta b'chayim, that you should choose life, L'man tichya tav zarecha, that you and your descendants will live. So does the Pasuk have to tell us that you should choose life? So the Sefer Miber Hanyanim, as brought down from Sefer Lekach Tov. I don't know who the author of that Sefer is, but why does the Torah have to teach us the Chayim? So he explains that you're choosing between two things that are similar to each other, but one might be an illusion. People often think that if they're wealthy, that's going to lead to a good life. If they have a nice house, that's going to be lead to a good long life. And conversely, they might think that if they're poor, that, well, they're not going to end up living long, but they can be. They can be long-lived, even someone who's poor. And in fact, the poor people can be samech bechelkam. They can be satisfied with their lot, including those who will learn in the base medrash all the time, and they won't have much of physical comfort. They'll be memes atzmam ba'ohel. So that's what we have to choose for. We have to choose between the difference between what is an illusory life, thinking that wealth is a better thing, versus choosing something where you can pass on to your future generations that they will continue on the derech. Therefore it says, V'acharta b'chayim l'man tichya tav zarecha. So that's when you will have, so that your descendants will come when you make the right choice, not the illusory choice. Which brings us to an amazing story brought down by the Chida. This involves Maharam MiRotenberg, who was falsely accused of a crime, and he was thrown into a prison, which in his time period were not like prisons of today. They were pretty gory. I won't go into the details, but the Bnei Yisrael the Jews wanted to ransom him and raise a big fund, but he said, nope, it's too much, because you're going to cause it. They're going to capture other people. And they said, well, but you're elite. And he says, no, even for me, you shouldn't do it. And in fact, for the rest of his life, the Maharam MiRotenberg was in jail. And once he died, the evil Gentiles wouldn't even let him be buried. And this went on for a while, and it was risky even to propose for someone to raise funds and bury him. But eventually there was a rich man who took the chance, and he negotiated, and in fact he was able to ransom the guf of Maharam MiRotenberg, and with that he was given the zechus to be actually the one to physically take the body and to bury it. Amazingly, the next day, this rich man who redeemed the body of the Maharam MiRotenberg, he was nifter, and everyone was shocked. How could it be? He did such a mitzvah, and he's going to lose out. A few days later, he came to one of his friends in a dream. The rich man said, there's a reason for this, because the Maharam MiRotenberg came to me after I buried him, and in a dream, and he said, thank you very much for burying me. You've earned a very good zechus. I can give you one of two brachos. One of the brachos is, I can give you such great wealth that will never cease from your future generations, or you can come with me now and you will be in Gan Eden with me. And this rich man said, I will take the second option. I will go into Gan Eden with you, and I'm prepared to go tomorrow morning. And that is what happened. So this rich man, he had a choice. He had the choice that we're talking about before, that he could have been rich beyond belief for eternity, or actually, well, at least this world, or he had a choice of giving up this world to be in Gan Eden for Nitzchias, to be eternally in this great spot in Gan Eden with the Maharam MiRotenberg. And he was one who v'acharta b'chayim. May we choose life. May we be zocha to life, a life of osher, which is fortunate, both whether it's physically wealthy or at least sameach b'chelko in this coming year, as well as, of course, the spiritual blessings and everyone who needs a refuah and a yeshua and a parnasa and a shidduch and children should all be zocha that this will be a year of bracha for them. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful week, a wonderful year, and a ksiva tova. Good jar.